Hey guys, this is Heather at Homeschool Culture, and today I'm going to do a quick haul with y'all. I do have a few things from Amazon and from thrift books, from Goodwill, and from half price books. So if you saw the title, I titled it something like, how to grow your home library. And so before I get in, just know that I try to choose things whenever I do grow my home library, things that will be quality or things that I know I'm going to use. I'm not going to just go to Goodwill and just like every book there is because it's 25 cents, I'm going to get it. I don't do that. I try to pick quality. So I will take my time. Sometimes if I only have a few minutes, I'll run in and run right to the book section and I'll just skim, real quick. And then if I have extra time, like if I go to half price books and I do have a lot of time, then I literally have been known to sit on the floor and like go through books in the clearance section. Because I don't want to buy stuff that's not needed, or I don't want to buy things that we're not going to use, even if it's only a quarter or 50 cents or whatever, which some of these books I got for that. The half price books are always going to be a little bit more expensive, but you still can get pretty good books for $1 or $2 in their clearance section. Okay, so I'm going to start with Amazon so I can get that out of the way. Then I'll do thrift books and then go on from there. Okay, so this is something I've been wanting for a while, and it is one of these that you put a book here, and then here it is with a book on it. So you can see the back, and you do have different levels that you can, I guess, arc this back or bend this back. And this was $14.99 on Amazon. It was like literally right at $16 with tax. And I like it because like just the other day, whenever Cross and I were trying to do the life cycle for the blue morpho butterfly, the book kept falling and all of that. So anyway, so I'm glad that I just purchased this, and it definitely will come in handy. It's also a way to display like really pretty books on, maybe like your nature table, things like that. The next thing I got was Professor Noggin's Wonder of Science. It's card game number 11. I was wanting something that would kind of go into, hopefully I have to go through it, but hopefully go through things like it might have questions on electricity. It might have questions on magnetism, things like that. And so I put up the oceans one that I was doing when we were going to coral reefs, and I went ahead and purchased this one. They're about $12 right now on Amazon. You might be able to get them cheaper on Rainbow Resource. But the problem with Rainbow Resource, I think you have to pay $50 or spend $50 to get your shipping free. So then, I end up sometimes buying things I don't necessarily need at that time. So I went ahead and got it on Amazon. And the three things that I'm going to show you from Amazon are linked down below in my Amazon shop. And then this next thing, okay, this is this. Do you see right here? I would show you on a phone, but I use my phone to video. I've researched so much on how bad, and I apologize if I step on toes on this, but I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about it anyways. How bad it is for not just our kids, for us as well, to use the new Bluetooth headphones. They're not good for our brains. They're not good for our bodies. They are just emitting radiation right there where your brain is. And I know a lot of us homeschoolers might have like one laptop or one iPad, and so when you might have a whole bunch of kids all at one time, and one person's using it, and so they're having to use Bluetooth earphones. Even like the even like the muff ones, the ones that are kind of big that don't go in the ear. I'm not gonna allow my kids to use those anymore. I have people in our community with 18 and 19-year-olds that have had brain tumors, and not just one. And it might not even be correlated, but I just really feel pressed to get rid of Bluetooth headphones. And so this is the alternative. So you plug that into your phone, and then you can plug that into a pair of just normal, old school headphones into that, and it works perfectly. So I'm definitely going to link this down below if I did it. I'm pretty sure I did, because I honestly think it is worth it. And again, I don't know if I said this. This is, I think, $6.99 or $7.99. It's super cheap. All right, so there's that. There's my little soapbox for the day. Okay, the next two things I got, I actually didn't get these from thrift books. I got these from Facebook Marketplace. I've read them before. Again, I was like, I probably won't do that. This is the deal. I was pretty Charlotte Mason with my daughter, and then and really classical with her. And then when my son came through, because of learning disabilities and things like that, I just kind of steered towards more traditional, because I thought, I guess in my brain, I thought that's what would be best for him, although I'm really heavy on Charlotte Mason with him now. And long story short, I have read these to my daughters. We loved them, and I saw that somebody was selling both of these. And so this is our Spartan cousin from long ago and our Athenian cousin from long ago. They are from Yesterday Classics. They can be kind of pricey, so try if you can. Try to find them on like Facebook Marketplace. But they're such good books, and we loved reading them. So I knew I needed to get them for my kiddo, for my 10-year-old, because I know he would love them too. So I went ahead and got those. Okay guys, before I get going further, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you are notified when I put out a new video. I try to put out new videos weekly, either on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And also, if you would hit that like button, it just gets them out to other homeschool mamas who might be interested as well, and who might. Two other books I got: Us Born, Understanding Science, Electricity, and Magnetism, because we are about to jump in to that unit or that topic study. So I got this book, as well as Science Works Charged Up, The Story of Electricity. I got this one as well, and they were I think maybe $3 or $4 a piece, and so I went ahead and purchased those instead of just getting them from the library, because I thought these would be two that I would probably use the whole 4 to 5 week session. So next I'm going to show you everything that I got from Goodwill. And again, it's hit or miss. I understand that. Like, it truly is. Like, I'll see a Goodwill and I'm like, I'm going to run in real quick, and then and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's like, yeah. So and I feel like I got a few extra books. I can't find where they were, but this is Jackson and Julie, the 12-month chef. So it's a holiday cookbook for families and children. And again, for a quarter, or this is hardback, so this might have been 50 cents. My son loves to bake and loves to cook. I thought this would be a great addition to add into our homeschool day, especially like when his older sister is still working. Him and I could go into the kitchen and make some stuff. And then I picked up this Explore and Learn the Natural World. And again, for 50 cents, it has projects to reinforce learning, stories, activity boxes, interactive features, etc. And so it kind of reminds me of like a DK book, but it had really good information and illustrations. And for 50 cents, like, I could not pass that up. Most of them, if they're children's books, they'll be 25 cents for paperback and 50 cents for hard copies. So for reading, we really probably need to go ahead and start transitioning more into chapter books. He has done very, very well with the books that are like Step into Learning, Step 4, Step 5, etc. And not that I won't still use those some for like nonfiction specific to maybe that curriculum that I'm teaching at the time, but I want to start incorporating more chapter books. And I know the Boxcar Children are great. So this is the Lighthouse Mystery and the Bicycle Mystery, and they were both a quarter a piece. Then I saw this, Seashore Life, and it is my first pocket guide by National Geographic, again for a quarter. Charlotte's Web, I'm not sure if he will, at some point, he'll do Charlotte's Web, but I have a feeling he'll be one of those that I will be reading along with him. And so I bought this as an extra copy for me. So when he's reading it, like if we're sitting on the couch, I'm on the couch and he's on the chair or whatever, cozy, he can read it and I can follow along and make sure, he's not missing anything, etc. And the same kind of along the lines, this Black Beauty book, we have one as well, but I thought this would be another one. And it was a beautiful book. So we could either resell or gift this to somebody else after we use it. I have a friend whose son is kind of in the beginning reading stages. And so I picked these up, Paddington, the Magic Trick, and Paddington's Day Off, and they are level 1s, but again, for a quarter a piece. Like if I was to buy this at Mardell's or at Five Below or anything like that, they would be almost $5. So I know I got both of these for a quarter a piece. Again, a great way to add books to your bookshelf that are quality books. And then I found this, and I just thought it was beautiful, and I'm not sure, you can see like the inside. And it is my first book of nature, The Frog. So this one's all about frogs. I would love to know, obviously this is a series of some sort, but it seems like a very beautiful series. It is copyright 1976. So I thought this was a really pretty book. And so if we go over frogs, sometimes I buy these and I keep, even though they might be below what my son and daughter would read, but they're just that beautiful book that one day, you know, they could be for the grandkids. So I bought this as well, Good Night Construction Site. My son, even he's 10, but he loves all types of construction equipment. And so sometimes at night when he reads, he mostly will read like these types of I Can Read series. And again, like he's pretty much on levels 4 and 5. But every once in a while, he wants more of a picture book. Well, some picture books, the language is maybe above his reading ability. And so I thumbed through this, and I don't think this one will be. Plus, a lot of the machinery, he already knows what it is. And so I bought this because I thought he would enjoy reading that maybe at night. And then Journey Around Boston, A to Z. I thought this would be fun whenever we do, when we go back around to the United States and we talk about major cities, this would be fun to read. Okay, the next set, these are all from Half Price Books. So I'm going to go through them quickly. Okay, so this series is somewhat new to me in the last year or so. I know it's been around, but it's kind of newer to me. And so I found this, which is a stage 1, and it is a nest full of eggs. This is probably a little bit younger than what me and my kiddo will go over, but we might be able to use it in our morning basket, like nature study. And if not, then again, I can always gift it to somebody or just, you know, again, keep it for the grandkids later. I really am excited about this one because I think it's going to talk about migration. It says, how do birds find their way? And we will be talking some about migration coming up. So I thought that would be fun to add. This one is Switch On, Switch Off, and this is magnetism. And I'm about to start that magnetism and electricity unit. And so I was very, very thrilled to find these. I had them ordered from the library, but now I can just use our own. So I was excited about that. Another book that I was looking for and I could not find was Magic School Bus and the Electric Field Trip. And again, so it must have been somebody that was going over electricity and magnetism as well. And so I was excited to find that. It's kind of one of those things, it's like, you know, God just puts it right there for you when you need it. All right, so again, I always talk about I'm going to be doing a Native American study eventually. This is the Sioux, the First Americans book. And it's a hardback, and it was really, really beautifully illustrated. Okay, so y'all know I already picked up this book, Careers, but it was in the clearance section for $2. So I was thinking to myself whenever I bought the first one that maybe I'll do a careers class for my co-op class at our homeschool co-op. And so having 2 of these will be a blessing. And again, if not, I can sell one or I can bless another family with it. I found this Scholastic's Encyclopedia of the Civil War. Again, we just finished. It'll be a couple of years before we use it again, but my son loves these types of books. And so I thought this would be great whenever we're going over Civil War in the future. And then I found both of these and I was so excited. And again, they were $1 a piece. This is the Usborne First World War and the Second World War, both for $1. And then of course, anytime I see an eyewitness book, in the clearance, I don't necessarily always purchase it when it's regular price at half price, but when it's clearance, I do. And this was for $3, and we always go over bird stuff every year, so I went ahead and picked that up. And then the last one I did, and this was $3 as well, was Animal Worlds of Wonder. And I just thought it was a really pretty book. And the spreads are really beautiful. And for $3, I went ahead and picked this up as well. And that is it. That is everything I got. And again, I mean, most of this stuff, pretty much all of these books I purchased used. The most expensive books were the ones I got on Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $4 a piece for those. But the used book places was $3. So I had spent $3 on each of these, and everything else was $1, $2, 25 cents, or 50 cents. And so I got a whole lot of books for a great price. So again, if you're trying to, you're new to homeschool, or maybe you just haven't really looked into buying books for your homeschool library, try these places. Try used book places. Also, a lot of times people will sell pretty, gently used, like paperback books like this, or even kids books that are like, hardcover kids books on Facebook Marketplace for maybe $2 a piece. So just look into those, and hopefully you can grow your home library on a budget because that is what we try to do here. We try to do it on a budget. I enjoy buying books. That's probably one of my guilty pleasures in life. But I don't have the funds to buy brand new ones like at Barnes & Noble or on Amazon. Every once in a while I get to buy a brand new one, but most of the time I have to go on the used route, the clearance route, things like that. And please don't forget to leave a comment. I love when y'all comment, and all those things really do help the algorithm. So if you don't mind, if you can leave a comment as well, I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a super blessed day and a blessed week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.